Alright, welcome to another episode of Dutch Guy's Garage. On this episode, we are killing an LX car. So, what we got here is a Charger with a Hemi. So, we're going to get this thing in the shop. We're going to get her stripped. And, this is going to be a donor motor for some form of Volare or Aspen this winter. We're getting a couple LX cars in with Hemis, so because we have a nice one over there. But yeah, we're gonna Hemi swap at least 2 F-bys this winter, because I am sick of the flat tap at cam game. Because I've lost twice and I'm not losing anymore. So we're gonna do the Hemi. We're gonna do the Hemi swaps. They're cheap. They're affordable, and they're in any junkyard in America. So let's get this thing in the shop. One thing I did notice is it's got stainless headers tucked away in there, so that's real nice. All right, so we got this far. It was that rail being pushed over so much. It's some difficulty dropping the cross member, but we dropped it, whole thing. But yeah, it's ready to probably go back outside, pull the rear axle, and send it on its merry way. So yeah, just about done. We did find out the transmission was shattered. So not shattered bad, but it's shattered where it's not usable. But we do have our headers down there, so that's a plus. I think we're gonna pull the exhaust off because it's like somebody ran 3-inch straight pipe the whole way, and you never know when you're gonna need more pipe at any random time. So yeah, we'll get it outside and get her from there. All right, it's the next day or somewhat time after, but Challenger. But so that Charger is outside. We have, since things have progressed, we have the motor over here, and this is what we found so far. We pulled the intake and we took the one valve cover off, because the one valve cover actually, because it's plastic, it's broken right there. So we took that valve cover off. Super clean inside, no sludge. So that's super nice. There is a Jasper sticker on this motor. So I don't know why a car with such low mileage has to have a reman motor, but this is the early Eagle that likes to drop a valve seat, maybe a dropped valve seat. But I scoped, I was looking around, I was looking at the valves and everything, and there's glass stuck in the valves, and there is some glass actually sitting on top of the pistons. So I tried to blow it out. It wasn't very successful, but so I'm gonna have to pull these heads. So the front of our oil pan does have a small hole in it. Gotta remind you that this car was cheap, so the block, everything is good. You gotta change the oil pan anyway. Not a huge ordeal, but so we're gonna pull the oil pan, we're gonna pull both the heads. This motor, because we're gonna be doing a couple Gen 3 swaps this winter. This is kind of the one I'm gonna learn on, because I've not done a Gen 3 swap before, but this one's gonna be the learning device. And it's probably not ideal to learn off a pre-Eagle, but it is what it is. So there's not a lot to be lost in this motor at the moment. But that motor is probably gonna go in our 77 Aspen, the one that we welded together last year. That is about 80% Fifth Avenue. But currently we're in a snowstorm, so I'll take you outside and show you what we bought yesterday, because it is what it is. Snowstorm. So Eagle Hemi. We bought an Eagle Hemi Charger, and we actually went out today, and there's another Charger just a little bit down the road that's been parked for a while, and they want to sell it. So we are going to be having that one's a cop car charger. So we'll be getting another Eagle Hemi in. And we've also gotten a Ram. And that's another Eagle Hemi. So I'm going to be like Oprah. And you get a Hemi and you get a Hemi. If you look under your seat, you get a Hemi too. So, but yeah, that silver charger, that is a 2011. That one runs, drives, and it's been played with quite a bit. So I drove it yesterday, and it's an animal. It's a lot faster than my Challenger, which is somewhat upsetting. But thinking that motor, just because of how it is, and it's been tuned and all kinds of stuff. It ran like a 12.1 in the quarter, which is pretty good for a very heavy LX platform. But that motor is going to probably take everything, and it's going to go in our 1980 Aspen RT, because that car, it deserves a motor like that. It's the car we do dumb things in. So, but yeah, as far as the cop car, I haven't really decided on that one. The original plan when I bought the Challenger was the wife was going to drive it here or there, and it's a North Carolina car with low mileage, and it's never seen salt. I don't think it deserves to see salt. It's a very clean car, and being a 23, I don't know, I'm usually not that kind of guy, but I don't know, you get older. But I like that car. I appreciate it, so I might just not drive it in winter. It doesn't like do well when it's wet out because it's got 200 treadwear Pirellis on it anyways. But I don't know. I'm thinking if the wife wants to not drive her brand new Dodge Ram truck, then she can drive the cop car Charger, because it's, yeah. But I think this is going to be our new gig for a while. I think we're going to be buying and parting out LX platform cars, because everything that I took off that first black Charger has pretty much sold. So I like that. And the end goal in all this is to buy these cars cheap, whether they're smashed or have some kind of issue with them, part them out, and then I wanted to be able to do a Hemi swap for under $1,500. That's buying the harness, buying headers. I want to be into these like nothing. So with the cam failures we had last year, we deserve a little bit of a break, at least in my opinion. So we're going to stay away from the flat tablet stuff for now, and we're just going to go Gen 3 Hemi route. So we ordered the Schumacher motor mounts they make them to go into the V8K frame for the MFJ bodies, and that's our biggest expense pretty much, besides I have to figure out what headers work. Whether we did order a set of the Hemi swap headers, I don't know if they're going to work at all. If they don't, they'll be for sale, or I guess I'll do something with them. But the headers that did come with the black RT, we can try those. Those are just your standard. I think they're TTI. They're stainless. They're really nice headers. I don't know if they'll work at all, but we'll find out. So for now, I'm going to go get this motor apart, and we'll see you guys in a minute.